Hi guys, it's Haley, and today I'm going to be talking about jobs and getting jobs because I know a lot of people my age are trying to get jobs, and I've had a lot of jobs. I've had technically four jobs, and a lot of my friends are like still trying to get their first one, so I'll always give them advice and stuff. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm giving you guys my advice. So I'm going to be doing a video, and I'm sure Sophie will do a video on her job experience. So, the first job that I had, I was 14 years old, and I worked at my mom's. My mom's an interior designer, so I was just helping her out and stuff over the summer. So that was just a little job, and that was only for like 2 months. And then I had turned 15, and Sophie's dad had a restaurant, and so we were both waitresses there. And I was only a waitress there for probably 3 to 4 months, and she, I think, was a waitress there for 8 months or more. So she'll do a video talking about like her working there and stuff. And so that was my second job, and my third job was at Chick-fil-A, and that was the following summer when I was still 15. I was working there, and I worked there for 2 months again, and then just now I'm 16, and I just got a job at Ralph Lauren a couple weeks ago. So yeah, those are my four jobs, and so I'm just gonna go through talking about applying and job interviews and stuff like that. This may be kind of a longer video, but I'm just going to go over the baseline stuff, and you can ask questions below or request a video, and I'll go more in depth about job interview questions or whatever you have. But I'm just going to start with how to apply. Up there, sorry, I have my notes, but how to apply. So the thing is, like, I know everybody has their dream job or whatever. Like, luckily I've gotten the jobs I've wanted, but it's normally not like that. So what you have to do is you have to keep applying. Like, I've probably applied to 5 to 10 places. That's about how many you have to do to be able to get an interview or anything like that. And so you have to apply everywhere. You may not want to work there, but you need to apply. And even if you get an interview for that job and you don't want it, think about, like, it's an experience. You only have to do it for a few months, and it looks really good on a resume if you have a little bit of job experience. So apply wherever you can. And when you're applying, so take an application for every place that you can. Just ask around. Say, how old do you have to be to work here? If you're under 18, most places are 16, sometimes 18. A lot of places are 18 now, which, kind of sucks. But mostly any fast food is going to be 16. Some retail stores. Waitressing, you have to be 18. But it all varies. You can be a hostess at 16. And I don't know. Like, just go around, ask the age, and then if they say, like, oh, you can be 16 and work here, then say, can I get an application? Are you guys hiring? And just stuff like that. So get your application, and it doesn't really matter how you look, kind of look semi-presentable. But then when you go back and you give your application back, make sure you find the manager and you give them your application, and you want to look pretty nice. Like, when you're doing that, you don't want to look overdressed, like, but just like do your hair and your makeup and look extra nice and stuff like that. So when you actually get your interview, you want to think about what to wear. So the way I think of it is like a picture day. So think about picture day. You overdo your makeup a little more than usual. You will put on a little extra jewelry, and you do your hair extra nice, and you wear your favorite shirt. That's exactly how it is when you go into an interview. You don't want to wear your prom dress, but you don't want to be wearing a plain t-shirt. So think about, if you like dresses, think about dress code. That's the other thing. Think about dress code stuff. So you don't want things that are really short. Try and keep your shoulders covered and different stuff like that. See if you can not wear see-through shirts. just different stuff that's like pretty obvious that they make dress code anyway. That's always what I follow by. Like obviously they're not gonna make you have a dress code like that, but it just looks more presentable and professional, and you know, they look at that stuff. They look at the way that you're dressing, and so you don't want to be wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt. The job questions are different per thing. I'm going to go more into depth if you guys would like me to in a separate video. This is going to be a long video if I go through the questions, but basically, positive things are, like, I think I always say, like, what did I say? For my interview, I said that I'm dedicated. Once I start something, I can't finish it. And I also said that I'm a team player or something like that. Those are always good things for employers to hear. And for your bad thing, you want to change it into a good thing, like saying that, like I said, I'm too hard on myself. And also you can say honesty is a bad thing, but it's only for certain places, like I don't know. Like honesty is really good if you're working for clothing, like you're not gonna lie to someone, you're gonna be honest with them, and just honesty is always a good thing, so that's something like saying it as a negative can say that you're too honest, which turns it into a positive, if that makes sense. So you go through your interview or whatever, and you tell them thank you for your time and all this, and then they call you back and they'll say, for Ralph Lauren, they told me that I had a second interview, and then I had the second interview, they had me do questions after that. And for Chick-fil-A, what they had me do was, they just told me at the end of the interview, they're like, you have the job, so during this time, just come and call us, and we can start training this time, and stuff like that. So it all really depends on who's doing your interview, because when I was at Chick-fil-A, it was the owner of the Chick-fil-A, the hiring manager is what they sometimes will call them. And at Ralph Lauren, I was interviewing the first time with the manager, and then she liked me, so she had the hiring manager interview me. So it all really depends. It takes a while, but they finally called me back to Ralph Lauren and they said, we would like to offer you a job here. Would you like to take it? You can take your time with knowing. Here's how much they pay and this and that. And so training normally takes about a week. For Chick-fil-A, they had us watch a lot of videos. And then after that, I had about 1 day of training. It was pretty quick for fast food. And I'm not sure, I haven't started training for Ralph Lauren. I got the job probably 3 weeks ago, and so I'm still waiting. I should be starting training next week. And that's probably going to take about a week to learn how to work the register and all that kind of stuff. So that is my video. I can go more into depth if you want that. This video, I just didn't want it to get too long because I know that gets really boring. But this is just my job experience and all the different tips that I have for you guys. So let me know if you like this video, then like it up, comment below what else you want to see, and I will definitely have Sophie make one of these videos too. Alright, bye.